Footnote 1 of 293. The smallest homeopathic dose, which however often effects wonders when used on proper occasions. Imperfect homeopathists who think themselves monstrously clever not infrequently deluge their patients in difficult diseases with doses of different medicines given rapidly one after the other, which, although they may have been homeopathically selected and given in highly potentized attenuations, bring the patient into such an overexcited state that life and death are struggling for the mastery, and the least additional quantity of medicine would infallibly kill them. In such cases, a mere gentle mesmeric pass and the frequent application for a short time of the hand of a well intentioned person to the part that is particularly affected produce the harmonious, uniform distribution of the vital force throughout the organism, and there with rest, sleep, and recovery. Explanation. However, the smallest homeopathic dose often gives wonderful effects when it is used on proper occasions, means with proper symptoms, similarity, proper potency, and frequency. Imperfect homeopathists who think themselves clever, extraordinary way, they make their patients to suffer from different diseases with doses of different medicines given one after another. Though these medicines are selected homeopathically and given in high potentized form, bring the patient into such an overexcited state that life and death are struggling for the mastery. Least additions quantity of medicine would surely kill them. In such cases, a mere gentle mesmeric pass and the frequent application for a short time of the hand of a well intentioned person to the part that is particularly affected. Such mesmeric paths produce the harmonious uniform distribution of the vital force throughout the organism and leave the patient with rest, sleep, and recovery. Footnote 2 of 293. Although by this restoration of the vital force, which ought to be repeated from time to time, no permanent cure can be effected in cases where, as has been taught above, a general internal dyscrasia lies at the root of the old local affection, as it always does, yet this positive strengthening and immediate saturation, the vital force, which no more belongs to the category of palliatives than does eating and drinking when hunger and thirst are present, is no mean auxiliary to the actual treatment of the whole disease by homeopathic medicine. Explanation of footnote 2 of Aphorism 293. Though this restoration of vital force should be repeated time to time, we can't get permanent cure in the cases where we treat the old local maladies only to treat the general internal disease. When we think that general internal disease lies at the root of the local disease, cure cannot be effected. Yet, this positive strengthening and immediate saturation of vital force, which does not belong to the category of palliatives, and it is not an auxiliary method or supportive method to the main treatment of the whole disease by homeopathic medicines. Restoration of vital force is not the supportive or any extra treatment of the disease, but it is the main part of homeopathic treatment of the disease. Footnote 3 of Aphorism 293, especially of one of those persons of whom there are not many who, along with great kindness of disposition and perfect bodily powers, possess but a very moderate desire for sexual intercourse, which it would give him very little trouble to suppress, in whom, consequently, all the fine vital spirits that would otherwise be employed in the preparation of the semen are ready to be communicated to others by touching them and powerfully exerting the will. Some powerful mesmerizers with whom I have become acquainted has all these peculiar characters. Explanation of footnote 3 of Aphorism 293. In this footnote, Master has taught about characteristic of mesmerizer. Such a person cannot be found in many numbers. They are rare. Characteristics of mesmerizer: disposition of great kindness, possess perfect bodily powers, but a very moderate sexual desire which would give him very little trouble to suppress. All the fine vital spirits that would be employed in the preparation of the semen are ready to communicate it to others by touching them and powerfully exerting the will. Some powerful mesmerizers with whom I had become acquainted has all these peculiar characters.